going on, Miami? Welcome. Another episode. Happy Tuesday, everybody. What's up, say Hid? Freedom Khan Moart, Muratak, and 5 others. Welcome. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys had an amazing Tuesday. Well, there's still more Tuesday to go. It's only 6 o'clock, Manny. All right. The thing is, I woke up early today. I went over to Miami Beach, and I realized Miami Beach is still a beautiful place in Miami. I believe Miami Beach is separate from Miami itself. Like, we treat Miami like it's home. Miami Beach is kind of like the evil brother that lives like across the bridge. You know what I mean? Like, it's for tourists and extremely wealthy people. We only go there if we're looking for a nightclub or an event, or if we go to the beach itself during the day when it's safe. You know, none of that night stuff, right? We look at it from a distance like we're in Hunger Games. Like, oh my God, look at that place full of crazy people spending $200 on margaritas and onion rings. This place is crazy. I actually woke up today at 8 in the morning and I drove over to Miami Beach to visit some friends, and they love it there, right? Miami Beach is a lot of fun if you're there temporarily. Because if you live in Miami Beach like I did, let me tell you, that is probably one of the worst investments to make. I got an apartment in Miami Beach for 4 years. Between 2010 and 2014. And I had a nice balcony view. And there was no parking, and there was a nice view of the beach, but every time a girl would come over, she couldn't find parking, so she would have to leave. And I was like, I'm paying $2,700 a month to see women leave because they can't find parking. Hey, you want to come back to my place? I got a bachelor pad. Oh my God, really? I'd love to go see it. Yes. I can't find parking. Do you have extra parking? No, I pay the HOA fees for one parking only. Sorry, I can't find parking. I'm going home. So now I got the balcony just to wave at the girls as they leave. Okay, next time. Damn. When I got blocked of a night of fun through my apartment, that's when I knew I had to move away. And surely enough, I did. It took me 4 years, but at least I did it. Valulu, Steph, Tetiariga, Microdose, Freedom, Gilmore Girl, KK. Welcome to the chat, guys. Happy Tuesday. Tonight we're over at Dom's Brickle if you guys want to go see a comedy show. I was reading this article today. Let's put it on the display here. This one looks interesting. Want your child to be prepared for a tech job? Oh boy. Tech Industry High School is coming to Miami. And then there's a photo of Mayor Suarez with his with his fingers interlaced, looking at some lady sign some paper. What is she signing? She's probably signing an order for, let me get a break from your underground connects. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez and Miami-Dade College President Madeline Pumariega announced a new charter school focused on technology education. Let me go ahead and say this. The kind of smarts and education you get in Miami completely beats the education you get in college and the education you get in public schools, okay? What do you learn in Miami? I'll tell you what you learn in Miami. You learn who you deal with. Okay, there's so many shady people in Miami. You've got no choice but to make the right decision on who you hang out with. And that's what's great about Miami. Miami helps you choose the right people. Okay? Because you got to be careful out there. It's a jungle out there in Miami in terms of personalities. A lot of crazy folks, a lot of people willing to scam and scheme you. And that's one thing Miami will teach you in education. Making the right friends. Avoiding bad deals. And making sure the people that are in your circle are worth it. That's one thing I've learned about Miami. Miami was so shady. Miami is such a shady place. I know when someone is shady from the get-go. Thank you, Miami, for that education. You can't teach that. They can't teach you that in school. Shady People 101 is not an option in courses. Miami teaches you who you should spend time with and who you shouldn't. It teaches you immediately, whether it be friends, potential date partners. Oh, this girl's crazy. Oh, that guy's scheming, right? That guy's a scammer. Can't do business with that guy. That guy's emotionally unstable. That whole thing. Miami teaches you that. What else does Miami teach you? I'll tell you what else it teaches you. It teaches you how to get over inflation. The entire nation is working hard to fight inflation. Oh, you got to be careful. The Fed rates are going up. We're already paying inflation prices in this city. And if you come to Miami, if you live in Miami, you teach yourself to make the money you need to make the payments towards inflation. That's what's great about this city. It taught me to pay $25 for dinner for one. You go anywhere else, it's $12, right? You get yourself a nice sandwich or a burger. Here in Miami, $25 to $30 just for one person to have lunch. When I was in Miami Beach this morning, you know how much I paid for a green juice? $12 for a green juice. This thing was no more than eight fluid ounces. And I gladly paid it because I was in a vegan place in Miami Beach. All right? That's when you know you're wealthy, when you're eating vegan food in Miami Beach. All right? I didn't really eat vegan, but they had vegan options there. You know, I went to this place called Pura Vida, and shout out to Pura Vida. Not going to talk any bad about that place. I went to Pura Vida this morning, extremely expensive place. You go in there, it was the only place that was full of people, and you walk in, you can smell the money and cryptocurrency in the air. Okay, I walk in there, and I'm meeting my friends, and I sit down, and my friends, some of them are vegan, because they're part of the coaching program I'm in, right? So, you know, they coaching people and mentors and all gurus and all that stuff, you know, they go vegan, right? They reach a point in their wealth that eventually they just go, you know what? I'm going to change my diet completely because I want to separate myself from these commoners. You get so wealthy, you go vegan. Why are you going vegan? For your health? No. I just don't want to be affiliated with y'all. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to see you in the restaurants I eat in. Okay, so I'm going vegan because I don't want you around. And Shirley was like, no, I can play ball. I know a good vegan place in Miami Beach. So we go to Pura Vida. I pay $27 for a salad with eggs on top, right? They order whatever they order. And, you know, we're eating and we feel great that we spent the money. It's like, look at us. They're coming from Texas, right? They're coming from Texas and Canada, these coaches. And so, you know, we out here paying Miami prices, and we're gladly doing it. He's like, look at us spending lots of money on food because we made it. We're kings today. We're here in Miami Beach on a Tuesday morning eating expensive meals because we made it. Let's go to the chat. Vikes, Miami teaches you how to hustle. Absolutely. Miami shows you what the markets are like and what the markets want, and you have to adapt in order to make it. How to turn a dime into a dollar. I don't even think going dime from a dollar is that very impressive. You know what? I had 10 cents and I turned it into a dollar. Okay. What? Did you find another 9 cents? 9 dimes? Did you find 9 dimes along the way? I turned 10 cents into a dollar. Okay. You know, now you could tip somebody that needs the money more than you do. How to turn, if you go to McDonald's, Mateo says, I was going to roast the price of the smoothie, but I get bowls from there. Oh, do you now? Best meal in the design district. Oh, yeah, that's right. They do have one over in the design district. I saw that up. Living like a righteous gemstone. If you eating at Pura Vida on a Tuesday morning, you made it. That's real luxury. Yo, man, I got a Tesla. I got a house in Wynwood. I travel for a living. What do? I eat vegan food on a Tuesday morning. Oh, my God, you like that? What do you do for a living? Hey, we found the joke. Yo, that's a joke right there. A sign of luxury is eating vegan food on a Tuesday morning. Oh my God, what do you do for a living? So, to get back to this article here, I always find this funny. Whenever education programs try to push a brand new thing like, hey, learn web coding and learn how to do tech and learn how to sell through Shopify. You know, all these things. It's like, you know, you could teach yourself this stuff, right? Like, I don't need to pay money to a college when I can use the money to first I can learn myself. And then instead of going into debt by going into college, you then can use the money to start your business instead. As a matter of fact, that's probably the scam. That's right there, bro. That's the scam, Vikes. That's the hustle. That's the education hustle where it's like, hey, you're smart. Why don't we teach you how to do something, but whatever business you're going to start, you give us the money. Hey, that's the scam. That's the education scam where it's like, if you're smart enough to get A's, you're going to be great at business. But before you start your business, get into debt with us through school and then figure it out. Instead of funding your business, you fund you fund a debt in school, and then when you get out, you don't do the business because now you're in debt. It's a catch-22. Chef Vitten Feeds the People says, got to have more than one hustle survive in paradise. That's true too. Righteous gemstone for sure. Mocha, then you still tuning in. You're tuning into the righteousness. I'm on point. He doesn't think like me. He's righteous. I don't like the way he says his beliefs and thoughts like that. He's too confident. Just like the Tinder swindler. Shout out to the Tinder swindler out there, man. A lot of memes being written on Simon. And you know what? I was really thinking about yesterday's podcast. If you guys didn't tune in to yesterday's podcast, we were talking about the Tinder swindler. Shout out to Simon, man, because, you know, there was a couple of memes out there that were talking about it. And a lot of people were saying, like, you know, a lot of girls matched with this guy to try to take some of his money. And then they switched it up, and then he took their money, and then now he's in trouble? Huh? Is that how it works? I'm being facetious. All right? It's just a joke. You're too righteous. We don't like the fact that you're too confident. You can't be talking like that and speaking your mind and make points. It doesn't work for us. I don't like your opinions. You're too righteous. Club 11 will teach everything you need to know about Miami. School is in session. Hey, you walk into Club 11. School is in session. Yeah, why don't you spend your credit card money over at Club 11 instead of going into debt? You learn more in one night at Club 11 than you do 4 years. All right? You know who to give your money to. And it's less risk. It's less risk. You go in there, you got a Club 11 girl that, you know, chats you up, makes you feel like $1 million and then takes up, you know, a bunch of your money. And then you leave, you know, you're probably like $1,000, $2,000 short after leaving Club 11, but at least you learned a lot. You learn who to deal with. You learn not to trust these, right? And then you don't have to bother with school. You learn exactly what you got to do. You shake someone's hand for a business negotiation, you already know. This person reminds me of that girl I met at Club 11. Don't do business with him. Got to pay to play around here. Yeah, to get into what Chef was saying, it's always important to have more than one stream of income, right? If you got a job, you got a side hustle, or you invest your money and then your assets give you a little extra. It's always good to have one stream, because if you're too dependent on one stream of income, if that stream ever gets cut off or like things don't go your way and you can't leave because it's the only way you make ends meet, it's like I was there. You know, I wouldn't say I'm still there, but it's like I can feel that if one thing gets cut or if one thing doesn't work, I can feel as if I can leave. Like, I don't have to do this. And then that's kind of like power, you know what I mean? But it's not like power like, oh, I'm alpha. It's more like power like, I got the respect I need to like walk away because I don't need your money. And that feels good. You know what I mean? To be in a job you don't like and then you got to stay there because it's your only source of income, that sucks. And I did that for 10 years in a bank. All right? So there you go, guys. Education is very important, but education is subjective. All right? You don't need to go to this tech program. You don't need to sign paperwork to get yourself an education to do what it is you want. You can learn. Go on YouTube. Huh? Vike says lots of assets in Club 11. Yeah, man. So here's what you do. If you guys want to make a living in Miami, Miami has a lot of room for innovation. I was actually talking to this with my coaching clients, coaching partners over in Miami Beach. They came to Miami Beach because we're free. Back where they're at, vaccine cards and masks everywhere. Here in Miami, they're like, oh my God, you guys don't care. We don't care. We all got the virus already. Post-vax. We don't care. We out here spreading. Walking with no masks on. We get mad at the people for wearing masks. Excuse me, sir. Can you please leave? Take the mask off or you got to... Right? So they came here in Miami and they're like, my God, this is the freest city in the nation. It's like, we out here killing it, man. And we're scamming. We're scheming and scamming and hustling and going to Club Live, and we're doing it big. We're trying to get as many people as we can into this city. All the wealth. Hey, all the wealth all over the nation. Come to Miami. Everybody out there in the nation, if you're wealthy, come to Miami, pay extremely high housing rates, and let us become the hustle utopia of the entire nation. Let's see. Everything's on YouTube. Yeah, we got everything on YouTube. Rich Lee, welcome to the chat. The green juice will cure it. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Yeah, we out here drinking $12 green juices to kill the virus. We're killing the virus out here luxuriously. We're getting our vitamin C's with overpriced juices. I love it, Vikes. Well said. Haha, Jacko, Cotterface, what's up? Welcome to the chat. All right, so for those tuning in, let me just do a quick segue into the promo. Remember, the channel is migrating over to YouTube. If you haven't done so, please head on over to YouTube, subscribe to the Miami Comedy channel, because in the future, that's where it's going to be at, all right? Instagram is still cool. You know, if you're out and about and you want a mobile version of the show, Instagram is just, it works just fine. But I can do a lot more through YouTube. Yeah, like NY and LA. Yeah, one of the people that came to visit me were from New York as well. Or no, Jersey. And they're out there suffering, man. Vax cards, and they couldn't believe that I was strolling in there confidently with no mask. As a matter of fact, I don't own any masks. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. I got the virus twice. I don't own any masks. The only place that gave me a hard time was the Adrian R. Center. And I don't blame them. You know, it's not like I'm against the stuff, all right? You guys do whatever you want. I can care less. You guys live your life. If you want to wear the mask, if you want to get the vax, I don't care. I'm not going to be the kind of person that's going to preach to you, tell you not to. But in my lifestyle, you know, I got it. And I got it back in November of 2020. Yeah, November 2020, I got my first strain. It was asymptomatic for the most part. But, oh yeah, and then the second one was pretty bad. It gave me like a big fever. It was pretty intense, but it only lasted like 24 hours. And then after that, that's it. It was gone. And I felt great. Just woke up feeling relieved. It helped me feel better about myself. So anyways, that's besides the point. What I'm trying to get at is this. Like in other cities, people are coming to this city. Other cities are coming to Miami because of this freedom. And that's undeniable. All right? You cannot deny the fact that Miami is the city where we don't care. Every man for themselves. Vax, mask, we don't care. You come here and we're talking business. But wait, I still want to talk about the virus. We're talking business. All right? That's number one priority in the city. We talking business, technology, crypto, but the pandemic is still, we don't care. How much Bitcoin you got? All right, let's get back to the article. A free tech-oriented charter high school is coming to Miami that will allow students to complete their high school diploma while earning an associate's degree from Miami-Dade College. Oh, okay, so the program works like this. You are in high school, and you're working towards an associate's degree in technology while in high school. So you're doing double the schooling. You're doing high school and you're doing college for this particular program. The program is slated to start this August with as many as 200 ninth graders. Oh, they're getting them fresh. We getting freshmen. Enrolled through an initial $2 million investment from the state, who will actually end up running the school housed on college's downtown Wolfson campus has yet to be determined. The city will soon put out a request for proposal for a private sector operator of the school. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez said press conference Tuesday. Students will be dual enrolled in the high school and the college, with the MDC faculty serving some of the instructors. Graduates will be certified in cybersecurity, cloud computing, or data analytics. There you go. There you go. Who needs a mask when you can eat at? Hey, bikes, this is a clean podcast, please. Tourist slogan from Miami. Although it is an appropriate slogan. But wait a second, right here, I want to point this out. So this tech company, sorry. It probably is a tech company because they're going for your education dollars. So this tech education system that they're establishing for dual enrollment is certification for cybersecurity, cloud computing, and data analytics. And let me tell you guys right now, that sounds boring, okay? If you learn how to use tech, you can build whatever you want. Why do you guys, see, right there, we just caught it, guys. Why would you ever go into cybersecurity, cloud computing, and data analytics? Because that's what the bigger companies want you to do. That's the grunt work. Hey, go in there and make sure no one's hacking us while we do big things. Okay? Go in there into the cybersecurity department, make sure no one's going through our servers while we out here making the big bucks. I didn't learn coding to be a cybersecurity person or cloud computing or data analytics. I don't want to look at numbers. I don't want to look at the money coming into your account. Oh, man. When you graduate this program, you will still live at home with your parents and abuela. Absolutely. Although in Miami, as a fellow efficiency dweller, it's not a bad idea. One of the things that contributed to my freedom and success is not falling for Miami housing. Well, I kind of did, but I didn't stay long. If you want to make it in Miami, go into an efficiency. If you're single, go into an efficiency, put your head down, get a nice Wi-Fi, rest up. That's all you need. A fridge, Wi-Fi, and a place to put your head down. Okay? And make your money. You make your money and you stack up. While everyone's out there trying to live lavishly into a $3,000 a month with plus HOA fees apartment in Miami Beach, you over here stacking. Okay? And then it comes to the point where your stack beats their wealth because they're still stuck paying leases and you over here on the positive. Trust me, that is the biggest. If you're single, you're young, that is the biggest move you can do considering Miami housing. Put your head down, go into efficiency, and stack up. I'm telling you, by the time you reach six figures, you're going to look at somebody living in a $3,000 HOA place in Brickell and be like, oh, look at these peasants. Look at these peasants living in Brickell thinking that this is wealth. Get out of here. I don't care. Don't forget the juice. Absolutely. Once you stack, you get the juice, then you have the power. First comes the stack, then comes the juice, then comes the power. All right, so what I'm trying to get at on this podcast episode when it comes to education is Miami will give you a certain kind of education. Sure, you got to go to public schools. I would say go to public schools up until you graduate high school, but then that's it. Okay? For me, college, universities, it was a waste of money for me. If you have a vision, you can teach yourself whatever you need to learn in order to make that vision possible, and you got to double down. You got to take risks. You got to make sure that you're really heavily invested in this vision or whatever it is you're trying to do. And in Miami, there's a lot of opportunities for you to build it because no one else has done it yet. Like Miami is the kind of place like everybody wants to come here, but ain't nobody doing anything except drinking, doing drugs, and partying. You know what I'm saying? Over in Austin, my buddy was telling me that the scene in Austin is one of those popular cities in Miami in Miami. See, I'm already thinking that Miami's a whole nation. I'm in the bubble, man, the Miami Matrix. It's Miami or bust. He told me that Austin, Texas is one of those big cities in the entire nation because of its thriving community and tech and business, right? Like it's one of those and it also has an art scene and all that. And it's thriving through it. Miami hasn't even fully developed its business scene in comparison. You know what I mean? Like to Silicon Valley, to New York, to Austin, Texas. Like our business location is like Brickell and that's it, okay? So there's still lots of room for a lot of innovation and a lot of entrepreneurship to happen in this city. The thing is, we're so brand new, okay? This city is so brand new that the generation we're in right now is the one that's going to change it. You know, it's no longer going to be the 80s Miami Vice thing. It's going to be like something else. That is if the floodwaters don't get to us yet. When the floods are coming, you better go hard. Whoever wants to make a difference in the city, you better go hard right now and get started. Because when the flood water comes, you then got to go to another city. And then you got to start something fresh, brand new, okay? And then you can brag you got automatic bragging rights to whatever city you move to after the flood. You got automatic bragging rights to tell other people, yo, I'm from Miami. Yeah, I was doing big things in Miami before the floodwater came. What do you got going on here in Phoenix, Arizona? Boring. I'm going to show you guys how to do it big around here. Bianca, what's up? Galandres, in love with Pretty. Josh Rosen, OG, Chinese Barbie. Chinese Barbie? Imagine meeting a Chinese person called Barbie. Wait, what are you up to? I really think that if you were to teach anyone anything about technology in this city, eventually they're going to start realizing that you can build whatever you want through it. And another thing is, it's kind of a risk to start telling kids what to do, especially like as a freshman, because most of the times people change majors. They think they want something and then they completely change their mind. Like anybody that's a tech major here in Miami, well, anybody that's a tech major as a freshman, they're probably because they're into Roblox or Minecraft or any, some sort of computing game. And it's like, oh, I want to learn how to compute, how to code something like this. And then eventually they grow out of it. And then they get into something else. So if you teach them early, you're only showing them how boring this thing is. I got into coding because I wanted to create my own video game. What do you mean I got to do cybersecurity now? Right? Or if they learn how to sell drugs here in the city of Miami, they're like, yo, man, this is where it's at. Being a plug makes more money than being into cybersecurity. I'm out here and sell these bricks. All right. There you go, guys. Let's go ahead. What time is it? 6:31. I got to go do a show this evening. We're over at Dom's in Brickell. Big things happening for the live stream. I want to thank every single person out there for tuning in. Please do support the podcast. Buy yourself a Miami Comedy shirt. Go to miamicomedy.com/shop. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Have a good night, everybody.